work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
A Raider Nation.
What's going on, everybody? Raider Nation, what's going on with you? This is your boy L Diggy, and in this video, I'm going to be dropping the state of your franchise, the Las Vegas Raiders. This is basically my year in review from last year. So let's get right into this, Raider Nation. Let's do this. So last year, Raiders overall 10-7. Okay, hey, not bad, not bad. Actually, a lot of people thought you were going to do worse. I'll be honest, I was one of them. Okay, and you know I have a lot of love for Raider Nation because you know I'm a Bills fan, and the Raiders in Buffalo, they have a lot of history together. Al Davis and Ralph Wilson. But let's get to this. So 10-7 overall. Okay, 5-4 at home. Okay, you were 5-3 away. You were 8-4 in the conference, which is freaking great. That shows, you know, hey, you're in that mix in the AFC. 3-3 in the division. The division is a rough division, especially coming up this year. You know, and you guys went out and you got yourself some weapons with Devante Adams, okay, and then you went and got Chandler Jones. I mean, guys, you're going to be in the mix in that division. Believe me, that division is going to be tough, but I believe the Raider Nation, I believe you guys you're ascending here, okay? So let's get right into the offensive rankings, okay? From last year, you were 13th overall. You were 18th in points. You were 11th in yards. You were 6th in pass yards. You were 16th in passing touchdowns. You were 28th in rushing yards, which I know Josh Jacobs, I'm a big fan. I had him in fantasy last year. I like Josh Jacobs. And 18th in rushing touchdowns and 17th in red zone touchdowns. Like I said, I like Josh Jacobs. I think that dude is a stud. I just, you know, I don't know what happened last year, but he had some good games. And, you know, he did well in fantasy for me. So I'm not going to hate. But I don't know. I like him though. And, you know, and the thing with your offense is now it's just going to be even more powerful. Like, I mean, you adding Devante and Hunter Renfrow, okay, that's my dude. I'm a Clemson guy. Love me some. He put that man in the slot. He's deadly. And we're going to get to their stats here in a second. But I want to jump over to the other side of the ball, defensive rankings, okay? You were 26th in points. And these are all allowed. Just let me put it to you like this. These are all allowed. So you were 26th in points. You were 14th in yards. You were 13th in pass yards. You were 19th in rush yards allowed. Okay, rushing TDs, you were 23rd allowed. Red zone, 22nd allowed. You were also 20th in getting sacks. And dead last at 32 with interceptions. So that means to tell me you guys had to go out and get yourself some secondary help on the defensive side of the ball. You know, and I'm going to be honest with you, that's where a lot of teams hurt you guys, was hitting it deep on you. I mean, you have no secondary help over there, obviously. And now let's jump right over to my man Derek Carr, okay? This dude here he played 17 games, okay, so that's good, durable, okay. 626 attempts. He had 428 completions. He had a 68.4% completion percentage. He had 4,804 yards. Whew. And 23 touchdowns to 14 picks. I think some of his things, like, for one, he didn't have many weapons. I mean, besides Waller and Renfrow. I mean, let's, you know, but now you got Devante Adams over there. Yo, he's going to light it up. His stats are going to be, his touchdowns, the interception ratios, I believe, is going to get a lot better with Adams in the fold. So, you know, and let's go right to the running backs here. Okay, my man Josh Jacobs, you know, he played 15 games. He had 217 attempts. He had 872 yards, 4.0 for an average, and 9 touchdowns. Okay, this is why I said, like, this dude did well for me in fantasy. And then Kenyon Drake, 63 attempts, 254 yards, and 2 touchdowns with a 4.0 average. So, again, I think if you get that 1-2 punch, I mean, is Drake the 1-2 punch? I mean, I know he's the speedster out of the backfield. I don't really know if he's the second, you know, hey, the two-headed monster. I don't know if he's the other head, to be honest. So let's rock it right over to the wide receivers, okay? And I'm going to start off with my boy Hunter Renfrow, okay? 103 receptions, 1,038 yards with a 10.1 yard average with 9 touchdowns. Renfrow is the real deal, slot dude. Although you can put him on the outside and he can get it done also, but he's more deadly on the inside. And then, you know, I'll give friendly mentions to Zay Jones. Played 17 games, 47 receptions, 571 yards with 3 touchdowns, 16.8 yards average. He's more of your deep threat, right? You know, I don't know, man. I was never a Zay Jones fan, not even when he was with Buffalo. I'll be honest with you. And then you had old boy Henry Ruggs, who unfortunately got into that car accident and killed that young lady, and now his career is over. But I will throw his stats there because it was looking good for him until then. So he had 24 receptions, 469 yards, 19.5 yards average with 2 touchdowns. That was a tragic situation, and I blame him wholeheartedly, and I have, you know, he gets what he gets. And then your tight end, Darren Waller, okay? 55 receptions, 665 yards, 12.1 yards, 2 touchdowns, which, man, that's crazy. I thought he'd have a little more, but he only did play 11 games. So, yeah, let's talk about what's going on with you guys now. Okay, you went out, you got Devante Adams, Chandler Jones right on the defensive side of the ball to get some pass rush. You guys, listen, Raider Nation, you got to, I think right now is the best time to stake your claim in the division, because now the Chiefs, they got weaker, okay? They lost Tyreek Hill, okay? Denver Broncos, yeah, they brought over, you know, Russell Wilson and company, but listen, man, hey, I don't think Denver's going to be, I think it's going to be between you guys, the Chargers, and the Chiefs. That's my pick. And I think, honestly, I think Raider Nation, you have a legit shot at taking that division this year with the talent you guys have acquired, and we'll see what you guys do in the draft. But this is your boy L. Diggy. And Raider Nation, who's the bad guys? Out of here.
Raider shield tattooed on my chest, we do the womp. From city to city, we do the womp, all the way to Kansas City. I hate the Chargers, and the Broncos.